Guys, quick tip, we're going to tape up these nozzle seals and seal the inlets to the injector. I'll tell you what's going on here, and I've got an assistant here helping out with this so that I can do the video and point it to you how demonstrate, well, I'm not going to demonstrate much, I'm going to tell you how important it is to keep the fuel system clean and sealed. So we've just put brand new injectors in, so when you obviously, you get in there and you're going to do an injector replacement job on whatever diesel engine. In this case, obviously, it's a 1KD. Ideally, in our procedures, we've demonstrated in the VIP group from getting the caps off the injectors, the nice clean cover on, seals on and everything. You want to get it back together and the pipes on sealed up without delay in a clean environment. Everything needs to be clean. But if for whatever reason you pull your E-jar off to check it and then you go, okay, well, you could then clean that, or you might want to just do your injectors to make sure you've got no dramas, like, make sure your valve clearances aren't out or anything like that. So what we often do is, because you may just decide that, you want to, do an inlet manifold clean, whatever the case may be. So what we do, we complete the injector installation side of the job. We want to get the valve cover back on, as you can see, and then just put some masking tape, and any brand you like from Bunnings, whatever, nothing special. The masking tape is going to come off fairly clean without leaving any anything behind it. So you can see it's just wide enough to seal up over those nozzle seals. Funnily enough, this is the sort of tape that it looks like Toyota used when we purchased new long motors. They used to come with green tape, now they seem to come with the normal cream colour tape like what we're using here, but that's what Toyota use, and if they use it, was it my idea to use this? I don't know if I copied off there. I think I might have copied them. So there you go, they have some good ideas. This is something you can do. You can just tape up these nozzle seals and bada bing. You don't have to worry about contamination. Go ahead and pull your manifold and everything off without worrying about anything getting into the engine. Well guys, hope that's been helpful. Tech tip number 2389. Guys, tech tip. This is a tech tip video. We've got a few tech tips going on here. This gasket here, right? I've said it before that if you're doing your E-jar clean, watch my full detail E-jar clean video. That's what it's called, full detail E-jar clean. If you're doing that, quite often you can reuse most of the gaskets. It's the one that goes under this elbow here between the manifold. You definitely must replace. We've got that part number in other videos, and we've got all the part numbers including these gaskets in other videos. Check those out. It's probably called something to do with, just search E-jar. I think I've got a playlist there called E-jar, or if I haven't, I'll get that set up for you. But these, often you can reuse them. It doesn't matter if they're being reused or new. What you do is, right, so that they don't fall off, is give those tabs a bit of a bend. You can sit them down and give them a squeeze at both sides like that. And I mean a fair squeeze. You're not going to break them. This one I've already done. Okay, so bang, it goes on like that. It ain't going to except for I just anyway, right, that it's not going to fall off while you're putting it on because those tabs are locked in place. Now if I flick it off, it's going to flick off, but see, it's not coming off easy. It's not going to fall off. You could give it a good shake. So there's another tech tip for you. Hopefully that's helped. Remember, thumbs up on all the videos, please, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. I'll look for another tech tip for you. Sit tight. All right, we've got another tech tip here. Now, if you watch all my videos very closely and follow those careful procedures, this will make the job so much easier for you. So when refitting the E-jar valve assembly, you may take it off as an assembly, but I'll always recommend removing the throttle body first. That's these two top nuts and the two bolts at the bottom, and leave that off until later. You can easily refit it back on the front of the rest of this assembly. Now, I remove it as an assembly. You can see that in other videos, but when refitting it, what you do is you leave these three nuts loose. There's a nut there, and there's another two around the other side. You can't see them in this video, but you'll find it. It's basically the three nuts that hold the E-jar valve assembly together. When I say assembly, I'm talking about the rear elbow, this E-jar valve, and the front spacer plate here. The three nuts are what hold it together. The studs go through from here through to the E-jar valve. By doing those up, you're locking this back section to the front section, but they're two complete different pieces because the front section this bolt needs to go to mount that, but then that needs to be mounted to the manifold. So by doing those nuts up, you're locking them out of alignment, making things hard for yourself. So as soon as those nuts are left loose, this will go back on with ease. I've just been trying to teach someone, a DIY, how to do this, and he's insisted on doing it his own way. And this is the situation. So we've got, you can see, there's just not enough movement there. It doesn't want to align, and the bolts underneath, he's trying to get the bolts underneath here started, can't get them started. So we're not going to demonstrate how to loosen those nuts. All I'm going to say is leave those nuts loose is your tech tip until you've got the 3 bolts at the back in and done up on the manifold, and this mounting bolt here done up also, right? As soon as you've done up those 4 bolts, 3 in the manifold, 1, 2, and 1 at the other side, 3, 1 here, 4, then go and do up those 3 nuts because you will forget. Then leave the bolts on the jar cooler loose so that you can grab it like this and move it enough to align the bolts, the upside down bolts down here on the bottom of that jar valve. Alright, hopefully you get what I mean, and hopefully that helps. There's your next tip. This is a tech tip video. Hope you like it. Alright guys, while we're doing tech tips here, doing an inlet manifold clean, and we've got other videos on that. Check those out. One goes for about 10 minutes and it's just basically me doing a verbal explaining the components you got to take off one by one. It's quite difficult to get in there and show you all the components you got to remove, but obviously this is kind of like, you know, what it looks like more or less. There's a few variables, different ways you can do it, and we're still doing different things to try and work out better ways, different ways and whatever. So one tip that I'm about to show you is important, but not before I tell you. There's also another inlet remove and replace video. There's one called remove, goes for about 20 minutes. There's one called refit, and there's one called remove and refit or something like that. They may not all be public, they may be in the VIP group, but so there's a couple, you know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes and 40 minutes, and that's with an engine out of the car. It was a lot easier to show you all the nuts and bolts. Now what we've done, we've undone all the nuts and bolts and removed everything out of the way on this one, including the vacuum, the 2 vacuum lines you've got to get from underneath. Well, that's what we do. And there's a plug that will stop this manifold from coming off, because there's a bracket that's bolted to the manifold, and the easiest way is, once you've got all the bolts out like this, I'm going to show you that it's just sitting there loose, right? So that it's just sitting there. What we do, we pull it out a little bit, right? Whatever, not too much. I don't know if this is actually going to work, but we're about to find out. I've got an assistant here actually. If you can grab, we're just going to pull it out. Let's get the long flat blade first actually. Can you grab, I've got the long flat blade somewhere handy. Yep, you just have that handy, have it sitting there in case we need it. Because normally, look, quite often what we've done, we've taken off the caps and nuts off the glow plug, the rail and that insulation first, but we're going to take it off this time. And we're going to look straight down here and you'll see, right, so just want to show you, right, I'm just showing you, right, we're just going to look straight down here and you'll see that wire, right, if you look, it's hard to see, it's got the tag on it, right? If you look down there, I'm just trying to see, let's see if we can get a bit more angle on it. That's it, there it is down there, right? I'm trying to show you guys, so if you can get the flat blade, let's try and demonstrate. Now see that plug there, I'm just angling the manifold up completely, right? And we just want to get behind that tab there. I've got an assistant here, mate, you know, he's like, never done this before. And yeah, just a gentle flick that little clip out, and he's using my tools in uncomfortable places, and I'm giving him a bit of a tickle in the ribs and that. He's giggling away. Anyway, he's saying, let me get my tools, right? It's not long enough to reach in. You need a long, thin screwdriver. And sorry guys, I know it won't come into focus. I'm trying to get it. See that plug there? You just need to get that little tab in the middle, right? And once you release, just bend that back towards us a little bit, you know, just to release. Then you just push a little bit, and that plastic plug will slip off the bracket, and it's just going to stay behind. You don't need to unplug it. This is your only difficulty you've got. Now we're going to show you, this is one of the worst manifolds, right? But it's not the end of the world, you know, you can see it's a bit mucky there, whatever, okay? So things could be better, that's why we're cleaning it, right? Let's have a look at this. The point of this tech tip is, watch this, that's it, and then a bit of a twist and a push, you just get it just back a little bit, not bad for first timers. And then once you get it out enough, you just push and the thing will bloody slip downwards, mate. Jeez, I wish I had extra hands to, the camera's in the way, I know, sorry. Just do your best, mate. Make a video take longer. Guys, make sure you hang around and watch the whole video, and it's the verbal. you're not quite releasing it. I'm just about to say, give me my big nasty screwdriver, and I'm going to do it left-handed while I hold the... You get the picture what's going on there, don't you? I'm in his way, right? But I'm not going to get out of the way. I'm going to insist on staying and push now. Yeah, bastard thing. Oh, I think, did it just move a little bit then? So you don't want to break it either. I hear where you're going, because you want to, that's it, the other screwdriver to push. That's it, push on the body of the plug. This is kind of one of the fiddly bits, if you like. Maybe you haven't released enough here. A little bit more of a twist on the other screwdriver. Yeah, that's it, there it goes, that's it, beautiful, look at that, guys. So this has been a really good demonstration of a tech tip. We'll even drop this one on YouTube, but this is the sort of stuff we do in the VIP group. A few tips and tricks and full-length videos to show you everything and get around all those difficulties. Obviously, it looks pretty untidy at the moment. It's up to you if you want to pull the glow plug and insulation in and out first together or not, or whatever. Looking at those ports of the head there, yeah, we're going to give those a bit of a clean. The problem you've got with this is it's unlimited the amount of time you can spend cleaning this. Anyway, that's our job. That's what we're going to do now. And obviously, that's what you pay for. How clean do you want it? How dirty is it? It's just time, bada bing, whatever the case may be. That's your tech tip. We're out of here. Bada boom. Hope you like it. Don't forget, if you got something out, please give us a thumbs up so we know we're doing the right thing. That helps me, help you, help me, help you, help me. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Turn the bell on. We've got more awesome information coming your way. Thanks, guys.